Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 59 of Direwolf20's server play series. Richard G's been messing with my cauldron. Tisk tisk, Richard G. What am I going to do with you? You even have left all these extra junk in my things here, man. Killing me. Killing me. I think he's just playing with computer craft or Thaumcraft in general. Yes, I know what I'm saying. Just going to get myself a couple things and clean up these cauldrons because he is leaving a mess all over the place. Oh, and now he's telling me he has a better packaging system. So I'm cleaning up this big old mess that he left in here, and then I want to get working on a couple things today. What am I going to be working on? Good question. Got to figure that out, to be honest with you. I want to get my new and crazy and fun and nifty gadget going. The Red Power 2 frame machine, got to get my quarry up and running, got to clean up this cauldron because he left stuff in there, and who knows what else. I'll probably be mostly working on that frame machine, but I hopefully will get some traction on it today and get it to start doing some work for me. I did come up with a partway done plan. I do want to continue with the deal where at the top level I'm going to have a whole, sorting and smelting and macerating section, but what I want to do first is just get it moving and get it working and maybe have it dump into an ender chest that leads back to my main base for dealing with that stuff. So for now, I'm just going to get situated in this area, and I'll be back when I'm ready to start working on that machine. Alright, be back in a few. Alright guys, let's see how my frame machine made out between last episode and this one. Heading off in this direction right now. We can see the thing hanging out just fine up here. I did clean up the top, by the way. Much cleaner than it was by using those tube frames. Super clean now. Before it was a giant mess of everywhere, but now it's hey, no, we're cool. Lots of cleanliness. So, just these things connecting these things. I could probably even clean it up a little bit better, but this is pretty compact and nice and works really well. And then on the bottom here, I have a pretty nice system for moving things around. So just got some wireless connections going on, and I can move this in pretty much any direction I want. So if I want the arm to move up, boom, ta-da! And if I want it to go down, ditto. Okay, and then we can go this direction, or this direction, or this direction, and then finally this way. And you can see I've got two battery boxes set up on the sides here. This guy, which I should be discharging a battery into, and this guy, which doesn't have a battery in it. Epic. So yeah, that's the gist. Gonna basically eventually have it move up and down, maybe. I don't know if I really need it to move up and down. I'm sure I'll come to some point somewhere where I have to get over a hill or something, maybe. I don't think I'm going to go off in that direction. I could probably go off this direction for quite a long time and not have to worry about up and downs, especially if I went left and right. So might not even bother with the up and down movement, but eventually, who knows? We'll have to see what I come up with. Then beyond that, I want to get some block breakers going on and figure out some kind of connection system here to make sure that our connections work. I should be able to pretty easily get this thing going before the end of this episode, I hope, maybe. Of course, I'm going to make that promise and then fail to meet it somehow, but we'll see what happens. So let's head back to our main base and start poking around on what might be some cool things to check out. Now, I do have downstairs here a blue, yellow, yellow thing set up with my Sortron sorting machine. So I should be able to just run this guy with that piece of the puzzle for now. And oh, looks like that thing got fixed. Nifty. I better replace that. Maybe somebody fixed it. Oh yeah, alright. Cool. And what else do I need to get? I'm not sure exactly where that ender chest was. I know I had one hanging around, but we'll see. Ender chest. There you are. Cool. Now I should be able to place this guy straight up over here somewhere. So let's run off in this direction. And then next is block breakers, of course. Gonna totally need to get some block breakers set up on this guy. But let's see. I'm thinking if I just set this thing up right here like that, it should connect just fine. So this will be the nearest inventory available. And everything will kind of just work out all right. Now I'm thinking this inventory might not be able to handle the massive amount of blocks coming from a 9x9 mining drill head. But that's the fun of things. let's, for now, just get ourselves 9 block breakers. I'm going to go head over to my house, get the required components, and maybe start making some block breaker components and everything there, and I'll be back in just a few. Alright guys, I'm back, and we've been joined on Teamspeak by Slowpoke. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Direwolf, how are you?
Good, man. What's going on? How's FTB doing?
It's doing a bit too well, to be fair. It's killing our servers.
You guys had so much preparation, and it still exceeded your expectations for how popular it would get.
Completely blew it out of the water.
That is, like, awesome, though, right? Like, kudos, congratulations, epic, right?
Yeah. Now we just have to get everybody to switch over to the new packs. But in good news, apparently we're hoping to add Coppercraft on there soon.
Oh, nice.
That'd be awesome. And there's already been a few of us that tacked on it. You're going to take a look at Universal Electricity, aren't you?
Yeah, I've spoken to Calclavia and a couple other mod developers from UE, and they've definitely expressed an interest in having that spotlighted, and I told them, you know, definitely on my list of to-dos. So, yeah, that will happen.
Yeah, isn't one of your favourite mods in there?
Which one's that?
ICBM Boom.
That was a pretty popular mod spotlight, I don't mind saying. Yeah, that was a good one. Yep, I definitely have to get going with that spotlight like I promised them I would.
Which spotlight?
The ICBM and like the Universal Electricity mod spotlight, basically.
Didn't you already do a spotlight on that?
I did it on ICBM, but like there's now a mod spot like pack from FTB. Like FTB has a UE mod pack.
Yeah, Targ wouldn't know about that.
He
Wouldn't know what.
He wouldn't apparently.
Exactly. we have a pack on the launch now for Universal Electricity.
Yeah,
Correct.
I don't really use the launcher.
So we've noticed apparently.
Well, whatever.
Alright guys, I'm ready to give my little frame quarry a test.
Oh, is that what you're working on?
Yep. Did I tell you what I'm making, Slowpoke?
What are you making?
I am making a 9x9 drill head.
Really?
Yeah, because of tube frames, it's totally possible now.
Actually, yeah, with the new pipes in frames, it's really easy, isn't it?
Yeah, like really easy.
I must say, I need to come and take a proper look at this, because I haven't played Minecraft other than the FTB Insanity map in like a month. I haven't had time. And I know how the modders feel now. They don't actually get to play it anymore. They just get to do the work. Are you looking forward to Season 5 now? It must be coming close.
Oh, very much looking forward to it. Oh, I think I just found a problem with my thingy.
Yeah, I hope you'll be able to start soon.
Yeah, I'm very close.
Yeah, we are talking about it.
Yeah, as soon as I possibly can, I want to start. Like, I'm really want to start at this point. It's like, I need to start. And I'm just kind of waiting for Red Power to be wrapped up. I think, you know, hopefully LRM's pretty close here. And we'll have to see what happens. Alright, YouTube, let me figure out a solution to this problem. It shouldn't be too bad. I just need to figure out a good way for this to happen, because that's going to be tricky, actually, to figure out a solution to. I'll be back in a few once I have an idea. Alright guys, found an excellent solution. It occurred to me, like, how am I going to have a tube connected to the side of one of these tube frames and not let the tube itself move? That's not easy. But don't worry, LRM has provided us a solution. If I put one of these hollow cover plates on the side of my frame machine, boom, like that, it'll prevent the frames from moving each other, but it will still allow the tubes to connect. How awesome is that? Like, I kind of like just guessed randomly, hoping this would actually work, and it turned out to work. I was really excited. So hopefully I should be able to do that. And then let's give this guy a go now. So if I go ahead and move my frame head up and down, we should be okay. Let's give it a shot. We'll go up first. So see how, yeah, like it you know, separates, and then it doesn't move everything. So, like, perfect, right? And then we can go down, and everything should move down just fine as well. How nice is that, huh? Awesome. So I was really hoping that would work, and it did, so I was excited. And now the dig thing works, and I can move it up. Let's get it back up to a decent position here. There we go. And then all the dirt should flow directly into this guy, which it is. Awesome. And my sorter on the other side of the ender chest is picking it up. Cool. Let's move on. Alright guys, now it's time to go for broke. We've done the proof of concept stage. Let's get into the full-blown make it huge and awesome stage. You can see I've already started expanding the frames, the tube frames, the redstone tube frames. So I'm just going to kind of build this last bit out here. Plenty to do, as you can see. Got to get myself a bunch of block breakers still. I haven't made the additional block breakers I'm going to need, like over a stack. But that's coming up right now-ish, like right now. So let me go get those made, and then we'll be able to try this thing for real. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, as you can see, I've been spending a little time going back and forth between my project tables here because I'm making a bunch of block breakers. Yep. Ridiculous amount of resources I'm using right now. Like, I'm not going to lie, it's just a ton of resources. Like, tons. But that's okay, because we're going to have some really cool toys to play with in just a few minutes here once I'm done making these. So you can see I'm just spending my time making block breakers and just having a blast. So yeah, I've found that these plans really help when you're doing anything that's in any way like multi-step or multi-complex. The plans are just like ideal for it. Trust me. Plans are epic. So I will finish making a little bit more than a stack of block breakers here, and then come on back and get to putting them together. Alright guys, now if memory serves me correctly, and I might be a little wrong on this, but I think I made one more block breaker than I needed. And, you know, if I need more I can go make them pretty quickly. Looks like Neptune joined us. And gonna just lay these guys out here, and then I'm gonna have to probably pull the arm up one level just so I can get underneath. I think Neptune was having some problem with his player details and lost all his inventory, so we're trying to do a restore for him. That's what we're doing. And 9 more. Like I said, I think I made myself one more block breaker than I needed, just in case my math was wrong. Alright, cool. Now comes the fun part of adding covers here and a couple other things. So let me actually send this thing down a block so I can go ahead and get on there to add covers. I don't know that I have enough with me. Probably not. Nope. Are there any extra in here? Yes, excellent. Beautiful. So yeah, this part is going to be just a little bit dull. So like I said, off camera, and then for the fun part, we'll be on camera. Alright, be back in a few. Alright guys, I am ready to test this thing out. Well, a little bit at least. I just need to get myself another, probably here is a good spot for this, just temporarily. Get a battery going in here. I ran out of charge in my frame motors on the top here. I was trying to move it, I'm like, why isn't this stupid thing moving? And then I was like, oh, ha, frame motors need power. Alright, let's give it a shot now. This should be able to move up, right? Dire arm up, and you can see I covered all the sides and the top with covers. This way the covers won't stick to anything above it, so we won't have any problems with like the frames and everything. So let's say moving it up, no problem. And it should be able to move down and along the sides of a ravine, because this is just going to dig straight down. So we're going to be running up against a lot of sides of blocks. That would be a problem, you know, if not for the fact that we had covers there. So now we also shouldn't have a problem with this thing moving down, right? Good. No problems at all. So everything moves properly. That's what I like to see. Sweet. Now for clicking the wrench many times. Wow, my wrench is getting to the point. Let's see. Looks like 4 clicks will do it. Three. Okay. Alright, lots of block break clicking to do, and I will be back when I'm done. So you guys get the benefit of watching this on YouTube. You don't have to watch me click these, you know, more than 64 blocks about 3 times each. be back soon. And guys, I think we're ready to do a full-blown test of this thing. So I should be able to now pulse this frequency remote just like this. Ta-da! Did I get a bunch of stuff? I think I did. Should all be coming up this tube network right here, right now. Oh yeah, look at that. Sweet. Tons of dirt. And I should now also be able to go down one. And I'm like half tempted right now just to get myself another remote so I don't have to keep alternating like this, but look at that. That is really cool. I have to get some solar panels up here to make sure this thing charges properly. But we should be in some pretty good shape right now. I don't think this thing will connect in such a way that it allows items into it. All the dirt should flow directly into the ender chest. Like I said, for now. To-do list, make a whole, you know, smelting system up there. But, I mean, dude, that is awesome. I think my next stage should be getting power hookups and power hookups. Yeah, I think that's pretty important. What else will I want to do? I'll have to figure out how I want the power hooked up, and then I need a control system. Definitely computer controlled. I haven't figured out computer craft versus red power computers yet. I mean, it is a pretty major red power build, so I feel like red power computers are the way to go. But I've also done a couple of these frame quarries that are powered by red power computers. I would kind of like to control it with computer craft computers, just for a change of pace. You know what I mean? So we'll have to see. I'm thinking computer craft, yeah, and I have a good way I want to do it too, a way that's going to be like really epic and awesome. Alright, be back in just a few minutes. Alright guys, back after hanging out in front of an alloy furnace for a little bit. Neptune has joined us. What's up, Neptune?
Not too much.
Chilling. I am making a crazy frame machine, and so far, I'm pretty excited about it. Some solar panels here ready to cook up and get me some juice, and I haven't decided exactly how I want to run this wiring yet. We'll see. I have some ideas. I might have to rerun the wiring once I'm done here, but I'll get there when I get to it, you know what I mean?
So how long have the frames been working? Just since the last one?
I think so. I don't know that they were ever really broken. I think it was just kind of like untested, if you know what I mean. And that's Mead. What's up, Mead?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Are you streaming?
No, I'm about to head to work, actually.
Cool.
Not really.
It's work.
Yeah, it is. So how do I want to lay this out?
You always ask this question and I never have an answer for you.
I know. These connections aren't happening yet. Good to know. That ought to do. This way the solar panels can recharge the battery boxes and everything's good. Cool. So this guy should start getting a charge here and building up once all the lines and wires and stuff rebuild. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Now, once I have a second story on this, if I do go that route, which I want to, we're going to see. But once I do have one up there, I'm probably going to have to move these solar panels up higher. But that won't be a big deal. It'll just be a little bit more wiring. Not a big deal at all. Cool. Alright, so that thing's charging. Now, how do I want to power these guys? That is the question, I guess. I'll be right back once I figure it out. Alright, let's give this a try. I'm just going to do it this way. Just straight across like that. That'll work, right? Now my real question is, do I want to connect the wires on this side of the machine with the wires on this side? I don't think I do, because that would kind of be a nuisance. Like, it's not real easy just because of the way everything's wired for that to get connected, which is kind of why I split it up in the first place. So let's keep them separate. You know, these 4 panels charging this battery box, and these 4 panels charging this battery box. And they just have a little extra work to do with these frame motors here, but that shouldn't be a big deal. So we should at this point be starting to generate a little bit more power, which is good. Cool. Alright, now let's talk about controlling this crazy contraption. Like I said, I'm probably going to go with computer craft. So I'm going to want to have a computer console here to basically manage it. Now I want to figure out where exactly I want to put that console. That's the question that I need to ask. I could just place it really almost anywhere. All I really need is 2 blocks, I think. Like, really, that's all I need. Yeah. Yeah, if I do this with 2 blocks, that will be really epic. So do I want the console, like, right on the edge here? Like, here and here? That could work. Yeah, alright, let's give it a shot. I am going to go get myself a computer and a wireless transmitter, and you guys are about to find out what's really cool. I could actually technically probably do this with 1 block, but I'm going to do it with 2, just because I want this to be the way I want it to be. So, what do I got here? Going to need some U. And I think I need a glass thingy. Okay. My minium stone's getting low. I'm going to have to get a new one soon. There we go.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
Hey, Slow. I'm recording.
Hey.
You are recording, are you?
Yes.
Did you see what player just did for us?
No.
He's added a config in IC2 so we can adjust the amount of ore that it generates.
Adjust the amount of ore that it generates? That's kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it means that we can now, instead of having multiple versions of copper and tin, we can just increase it and knock off everything else.
Yeah, you don't need multiple versions anymore. Because, like,
Yeah.
it does get to that point, right? Where, like, you have one type of copper and tin, which is balanced around industrial craft only. But then you have, like, 6 other mods using copper and tin, and all of a sudden, like, you can never have enough.
That's exactly it. So
Right.
I just spoke to him, and 5 minutes later, he had it in the config.
Nice.
Forgecraft, finding bugs and making solutions.
There you
Exactly.
go.
That's exactly what we do. Like, people are like, oh my god, Forgecraft, but it's really all about, like, making things better for the end user experience. In the end, like, we track down bugs, we sort things out, and then when we're done, like, you know, the people playing have a lot less bugs to deal with. You know, ideally none, but I don't think you'll ever run into a piece of code that's bug-free, so,
Yeah.
you know. Alright, so...
That's awesome now. It just means that we don't have to set up sorting machines that have to cope with multiple varieties of copper and tin.
So what Chicken Bones has done is made it so that wireless transmitters and receivers can act as computer craft peripherals, which is really awesome because it means you can connect a wireless transmitter and receiver to a computer craft computer and control it with commands from within the computer, including setting frequencies and all that stuff. Did you know about that, Slowpoke?
Since when?
Since, like, recently.
Is he just trying to own the entire mod world or something?
Chicken Bones? Yeah, he kind of does. So, like, you need to get on and see how awesome this, like, frame machine is. I don't know why you're not on the server yet. Get on there. Mr. I'm busy now because I have a superbly popular mod pack. See, guys, that's how you guilt someone into doing something.
Blame the mod pack. See, I see how it is.
Exactly. So I'm wrapping the peripheral on the left of the
Do
computer.
you know, I actually did download everything before, and then I got distracted. So.
I think at this point, Slowpoke refuses to get on a server unless it's using, like, you know, a launcher's config. It's like he doesn't want to build a Minecraft instance by hand anymore. Unless there's an FTB launcher instance of it, he refuses to play it.
Not necessarily a bad position to take.
It
All right,
really isn't,
arm
is it?
up. It's 501.
I like my default. You need to put forwardcraft on them.
I have to remember the redstone commands. Redstone dot
Minecraft has crashed.
set output. Let's sleep for
I assume
1
it is on
second.
1.45 now.
Trying to remember if the sleep command is ticks or
PPS.
is ticks or seconds for the sleep command in computers.
Oh, I think it's in seconds.
I think it is 2. I'm going to test it by doing 5, and then I'll really quickly see what it is. Alright, so I've saved arm up here. This should, when I hit enter, set the frequency of this guy and move the arm up. Look at that! And it totally is seconds, by the way. Dum 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 dum. Come on! 5 seconds have passed by now, surely. Cool. I'm kind of liking this. Debating if I want these to be separate programs or all within one program. Like, that's the real trick. Probably want separate. No, I probably want all one, actually. And 1 second later, the redstone signal goes off. Beautiful. I like that. Alright, let me decide if I want this to be all one program or multiple programs. Like, that's kind of the question. Because if I did this with multiple programs, then it would be lots easier to call from different programs. Like, oh look, there's a brainy zombie down there. Hey buddy, don't worry, I'm just here to get your zombie brains because they're awesome. Yeah, so do I want to do this with multiple programs or one program? I'm thinking multiple. Alright, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll be back once I've written a few pieces of code. See, my other option here is then just to do something like this. We'll do, something like that, right? And then we could do, frequency is equal to targs bracket 1, and then in here we can do frequency, right? And then I can just tell it what frequency to do by sending the word quarry. 500 should be armed down, I believe. So let's see what happens. 500 should be armed down. Argument 0 is not a number. Where did that happen? Alright, it probably came in as a string. I have to do that conversion thingy. Let's try that now. That I put a attempt to call nil, huh? That's not cool. Ah, 2 number is lowercase, believe it or not. Ta-da! So now I can just run the quarry command and just tell it like 500 to go down, 500 to go up, and I could easily rewrite this to just be like quarry arm up, and it would translate arm up into 501 and arm down to 500. So that might be how I want to edit, write this program. It would be pretty simple to do something like this. We'll say if toNumber, well, no, we'll just say as if targs I think we have to put the ends on there. So I could do like quarry arm up, and it would go up, and then quarry arm down, and it would go down. Cool. See how that works? Then I only have one program that I have to maintain called quarry, and I can set the frequencies all within there. So I could do something like, I think 506 was the dig, right? So this should set it to down there, right? That was 506, it looks like, yes. So that when I hit enter on this dude, I forgot an extra equal somewhere. Oh, yep. Derp. Didn't forget an equal, put an extra one. See? It's digging right now. Awesome. So that is kind of cool. And the nice thing is that the 1 second delay is built in. I might want to make it a 1.5 second delay. We'll have to see. So let me tweak this code, pretty it up just a little bit, and I'll be back. Alright guys, here's what I think is pretty much the final control of my program. Just have to call the word quarry, and then pass it arm down, arm up, quarry right, quarry left, quarry back, quarry forward, or dig. And it'll do each of these based on whichever frequency it wants to transmit to. And then it'll do a redstone signal for 0.5 seconds, or 10 ticks. And then it'll sleep for 1 second after it's turned off the redstone signal before it finishes exiting the program. That gives it a good 1.5 seconds for all the moving parts to occur. So it takes about, what is it? It's a little bit around 1.5 seconds for like the quarry to move completely and everything. So I think that'll work. So let's try this out. I'm gonna do a edit test, and what I'm gonna do is we'll say the following. And I could really do some complex stuff with this, believe me, especially when it comes to GPS, which is something I might wind up doing somewhat soonish. But we'll get there down the line. Don't worry. That was a teaser. Let's do this. For I equals 1 to 10, do shell.run quarry arm down shell.run quarry dig. Go. And this should work out pretty well. There it goes, it's digging, and then it's going to wait a second and move the arm down. Once the arm's down, it's going to pulse. And I can tweak this a little bit, because I think it's a little less than 1 second, to be honest with you, between, is how long it takes. So maybe I'll just have it take 1
After
second.
the crash yesterday, I log in without any of my stuff.
You did too?
Oh,
Neptune
hey,
did the
exact
same.
thing happened to me.
Yeah, I logged in at spawn with none of my stuff.
Oh, I'm glad that didn't happen to me.
Yeah.
Well, la-di-da.
Yeah, that's what's up. Hey, my quarry's digging, and I'm way past the wrapping up point, by the way. So I need to wrap up like any second here, guys. But yeah, my quarry's doing things, and it's so cool. Did Slowpoke ever decide he's coming, or what's he doing? And I think while this is digging, even though this chunk isn't loaded, so there is no chunk loader. So never mind. No chunk loader here, so can't head back to my house and watch all the stuff filter through. But, rest assured, there's some really cool stuff happening back home, I think. I should put a chunk loader here. I need to put a chunk loader here, I just haven't yet.
I don't think it was a crash. I thought we just like the server just disconnected from the internet or something. I thought.
Whatever it was, but that stuff last night, yeah.
I'm just putting a world anchor
Yeah,
down
that stuff
temporarily.
is-
I'll delete this when I'm done. I just want to go home and watch, everything be cool, and then wrap up the episode. And then I'll delete that world anchor and make one legit, I promise. This way, the thing keeps running. And we should come back here to see all kinds of cool stuff happening. Look at this! There's items flowing everywhere. This is going to be awesome. And with that, guys, definitely wrapping up point, way past it. So Direwolf20 wrapping up episode 59. Hope you guys enjoyed checking it out. Come back next time, because I'm going to be doing a bit more with that computer, getting it to do all kinds of cool stuff for my, quarry and whatnot. Oh, what's up, player? I'm in my basement watching everything sort from my quarry. Yeah, total hacks. That's right. Says the person who just teleported to me. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up here and catch you guys next time at episode 60. All right, everyone, take it easy.